into the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, well, I tune to my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
Very good morning. Spring has sprung. It's official. It's in the air. We've got beautiful, fresh cut flowers around us. Hopefully you are feeling exactly the same. Happy spring day. It is indeed the 1st of September. Very good morning. My name is Graham Richards. Welcome from the rest of the Expresso family to you. It's going to be a spectacular start to a brand new day, a brand new month as well. And of course, being a Tuesday, we focus on our health. I think many of us are suffering from allergies this time of the year. So many more grass pollens and such in the air. We got the perfect solution for you. We're also going to bring you awareness around National Oral Health Month, which is obviously just begun. And if you've got any questions for Dr. Clifford Udelman, our expert on a call, please do post them on Expresso's Facebook page, and we'll try to get as many of them answered as possible. Then, of course, we're also crossing live from Johannesburg this morning, where Jamie is spending the morning with celebrity personal trainer, and he looks like an awesome guy, Asado. She's going to work up a sweat, hopefully you as well, this morning. And we are here to support her and you. We're going to kickstart this spring day in just the right way. Let's connect with the rest of this team with probably the most enthused member for spring. Happy spring day, brother.
Yeah, spring has sprung, G. Oh, and I'm feeling the vibes. Of course, that means I get more adventures in the outdoors, and of course, the weather's changing, and everything amongst us is just coming alive. And oh, what a time to be alive indeed. So that's why this morning, of course, on our social media channels, we're asking you all the question of whether it's changing up your uniform, whether it's changing up your clothing, or fresh spring clean, or fresh air, whatever it is. How do you get into the spring spirit? I know an age-old story of mine as a lifeguard. The 1st of September marked the opening of the season on the beach, and what it meant for us was a super ice-cold skinny dip, kind of just to get the season started and kicked off. So unfortunately, COVID has kind of changed those plans, but the cold is still awaiting us. But spring is yet to sort it out. But before we do, let's find out if the weather's changing and if anything else spring-wise is happening in the news with G.
Thanks so much, Ron. Let's get into our official duties, as you say, with our national news first. Starting here in South Africa, Minister for Women, Youth and Persons with Disabilities, Maite Nkwana Mashabane, yesterday announced a 6-minister interministerial committee that will focus on the fight against gender-based violence and femicide. Nkwana Mashabane was speaking during a security cluster dialogue on GBV and femicide. The dialogue was held under the theme Improving Access to Justice for the Victims and Survivors of GBV and femicide. It marked the closure of the 2020 Women's Month program, and as part of the Justice, Crime Prevention and Security Cluster's efforts to fight the scourge of gender-based violence and femicide. Now, staying in the country, the Department of Energy has published the official fuel price adjustments for September, showing a marginal increase for petrol drivers and a sizable drop for diesel as from tomorrow. Price of petrol will increase by 1 cent per litre, and the price of diesel will decrease by 21 cents per litre. The department said the increase is necessary to accommodate the wage increases of pump attendants, cashiers and administrative staff at service stations, which is good news. Then on the international front, as we cast a wider scope, the Indian Army says China has carried out provocative military movements in the Himalayan border area, which is disputed between the two countries in a fresh flare-up between the two nuclear-armed countries. Now, Army officials from both sides are meeting to resolve the latest border dispute that comes more than 2 months after 20 Indian soldiers were killed in fighting that broke out between the two sides in Lakhad Galwan Valley. The recent border tensions are the most serious in more than half a century. Then Sudan is preparing a mass vaccination campaign against polio after an outbreak, days after the declaration of the eradication of the virus in Africa. Last week, the World Health Organization celebrated the announcement that Africa was free of cases of polio virus that causes the crippling disease. Now, the 13 cases in Sudan are derived from a vaccine which can take place in rare cases when the weakened virus in the vaccine mutates, health experts have said. Vaccine-derived outbreaks are stopped by using the same health tactics which eradicated polio to begin with. Next, exceptional honour for female medical staff battling COVID-19. The KwaZulu-Natal Youth Orchestra recently used its incredible talent to honour all female medical staff working on the front lines of the COVID-19 pandemic. This was a salute to each and every brave woman working in hospitals in South Africa to combat the pandemic. The orchestra has practiced through the lockdown and recently joined the ranks of the Johannesburg Youth Orchestra by placing a beautiful performance online for South Africans to enjoy. Now, each musician filmed themselves at home and a video was then created to share the whole orchestra playing in unison. A beautiful performance that left all who enjoyed it with absolute chills. The KwaZulu-Natal Youth Orchestra is made up of very talented young musicians from Durban to Pietermaritzburg to Richards Bay. Before lockdown, they were based at Redham House in Umhlanga. To be a part of the youth orchestra, the musicians audition each year, and once they make it, they practice each Friday afternoon. The group performs across South Africa for music lovers, and proudly so. So we certainly thank them for their efforts as we delve into our sporting lineup. Let's kick it off with tennis. South Africa's top tennis player Kevin Anderson failed to make it past the first round of the US Open after losing to German Alexander Zverev at the Arthur Ashe Stadium late last night. The world number 7 and 5th seed Zverev beat Anderson 7-6, 5-7, 6-3, 7-5 in just over 3 hours. Zverev will now face 19-year-old American Brandon Nakashima in the second round tomorrow. On to soccer, Lyon beat Wolfsburg 3-1 to claim their 5th consecutive UEFA Women's Champions League title in San Sebastian. The first half goals by France's Eugenie Lersoma and Japan star Saki Kumagai, and a second half goal by Icelandic midfielder Sara Björk Gunnarsdóttir, securing the match and yet another title for Lyon. So the French Giants have now won the title for the 7th time in 9 final appearances since 2010. Staying with football, former Manchester City midfielder David Silva has tested positive for the coronavirus. 34-year-old Spaniard recently made the move from the English Premier League to the Spanish La Liga, where he joined Real Sociedad last month. Spanish side confirmed that Silva has COVID-19, but he is not displaying any symptoms and will be self-isolating. That's where we leave our sport for now. We'll touch on those stories again as we progress, but let's savor it yet again. Spring has sprung. Let's see if it's bringing any better weather.
Thank you so much, G. Yes, it is indeed. It's finally spring, and it's the season that symbolizes hope and growth. Now, let us start off this brand new month on the right note by having a look at how you woke up in your part of the country. Now, Janine Damons shared this stunning picture with the caption, "Good morning, Expresso fam. I captured the sunrise in Oudtshoorn before it started raining. Our blessings and keep safe." Janine, now thank you so much for sending your pictures in. And in Oudtshoorn this morning, you start off on a very, very low of 6 degrees and will reach an afternoon temperature of 23 degrees. And now Liz Decker is senior taking a morning walk with her cute dogs in Fleers Bay Beach in Mossel Bay. And now your low is going to be at 12 degrees and will reach a high of 18. And thank you so much, Janine and Liz, for your pictures and for everybody else sending them through. Keep it coming. Now you too can also contribute by sending us your sunrise selfies on our Facebook page, of course, and use those hashtags Expresso Show. Now, moving over to the Western Cape, citizens have waited years for news of this nature as Cape Town dam levels continue to soar and more rain is on the way. The dam levels are now within touching distance of the full capacity mark after smashing through that 90% barrier. And if we look at the forecast, the rainy weather isn't going anywhere yet. Now, as of yesterday, the Cape Town dam levels were 90.7%, with Tabata in 88% full capacity, and its highest level since 2014. And now the snowfall across the Western Cape Mountains will be sure to increase levels further in the weeks to come, with downpours and colder temperatures more than likely to help Cape Town dam levels continue their impressive progress. Now moving over to the South African Weather Service, which states that the 1st of September will see mostly cold conditions with lows of 0 degrees from some of the areas. Now taking a look at the weather in general, starting off with Polokwane, starting off with a low of 9 and a high of 16, with 65% chance of rain coming through there. And then moving over to Mbombela Marcelo, a low of 12 and a high of 14 with 71% rain. And then in Pretoria, we've got a low of 10 and a high of 17 with 55% rain coming through. And the main city of Johannesburg, a low of 18 and a high of 15 with 58% chance of rain. Mahikeng, the windy day today with 11 low and a 20 high with a 25% chance of rain. Klerksdorp starting off at 11 degrees with a high of 20. A little bit of thunder showers expected at about 40%. And then Kimberley starting off with a low of 12 and a high of 24 with some sun and clouds and a high or slight percent chance of rain coming in at 42%. And the city of Bloemfontein, a low of 8 and a high of 19 today with 60% chance of rain. Pietermaritzburg, very similar, 80% chance of rain with a high of 13 and a low of 10. And then moving over to Durban in the KZN, looks like rain's coming in with 71% chance, a high of 18 and a low of 16. Mthatha starting off with a low of 7 and a high of 16 degrees with a slight chance of some clouds and rain coming in at 25%. And then East London starting off with a low of 14 and a high of 19 with 44% chance of rain coming through there. Cradock sees a low of 13 and a high of 19 with high chance of rain too. And then the windy city of PE can expect rain much like the rest of the cities with a low of 15 and a high of 19 degrees. And then over to the Western Cape, starting off with George with a low of 13, a little bit of a wind coming through, not too much rain, but a high of 19 degrees. And then Cape Town, the mother city, starting off with a low of 12 and a high of 18, a little 4% chance of rain coming through there. And then moving over to Worcester in the outlying areas, a low of 8 and a high of 17. Sutherland once again showing its coldness with a low of 0 degrees and moving up to a very, very low high of only 12 with 0 chance of rain. And last but not least, we're moving over to Uppington with a low of 4 and of course a high of 26 degrees. And that's your weather for this morning at 6 o'clock. We're moving over with G to kick us off for the rest of our spring day.
We're going to let you contemplate that weather for just a moment and we'll take a breath. Then we'll dive into the next 2 hours of the show this morning, wishing all of you a very happy spring day. Hopefully you are feeling it and the winter chills are starting to thaw just a little bit. But we'll see you on the other side of a very quick break. Go and recharge your coffee cup.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Happy birthday, a very happy birthday to you.
It's your time to shine. Welcome back. You're live with Expresso, and it is a birthday celebration time, which we absolutely love. Let's find out who you are celebrating your birthday with today. In fact, she is one of our most beloved actresses, South African actress Winnie Ntshaba turns 45 years young today. She's been gracing our screens for years now. She's played several different iconic roles in South African soapies, but is best known for her role as Katiwe in one of South Africa's most popular soap operas. One thing we can all agree on, that she hasn't changed an ounce since her first TV appearance. She is gorgeous. Happy birthday, Winnie, and please share your aging backwards secret with us. She's figured it out, man, but have a blessed day.
And what a soaring beauty indeed. Now moving over to you beautiful souls that watch our show and continue to come through with the love. It's time to give us the love and give you the love back. So, of course, we're starting off with Temba, and he's got a birthday message saying, age is merely the number of years the world has been enjoying you, so do not regret growing older. It's a privilege denied to many. Happy birthday to you, Temba Chaya, from your family. Is that not just the sweet one indeed? And then Innocentia's got another birthday coming up. Happy 48th birthday to Babani Innocentia Ngumalo. May God grant you all your heart's desires. Thank you for always supporting us. Have a lovely day. We love you from Keys family. Celebrate!
Yeah, and then Georgie is also celebrating today. Happy birthday to Georgie Kao. May God bless you more. Have an awesome day, and that's coming to you from your wife, Farana, Auntie Elaine, from Uncle Jerome, from Blake family and friends. The whole clan is sending you love. Then Zico is also celebrating today. Happy birthday. Have a wonderful day, Zico, filled with love and laughter. May the Lord bless you with many more years to come. May you grow to be wise.
Now Craig's got a birthday celebrating. I wish my son-in-law a blessed happy birthday. May you be blessed more, stay as sweet as you are, and of course enjoy your day. From your mother-in-law Wendy and your beautiful children Simone and Tyrell. Celebrate, Craig, celebrate. And then Lindy Lee, it's my daughter's best friend, the one wearing the owl top. I see you, I see you. Happy birthday to you, Lindy. Happy 7th birthday. I hope your day is filled with sunshine, with love, cupcakes, and lots of rainbows. We love you lots like jelly tots. From your best friend is now. Is that not sweet?
That's very sweet. I hope they're having a lovely day. And then Otalive is also celebrating. Happy 2nd birthday. Look at that cutie pie. Otalive Nozwana, may your birthday be as special as you are. Wish you many more years to come. We love you, Pinky. That's from Makaz and from Braylon. Happy birthday to all of you. Hopefully you are feeling incredibly special. And if you want to make someone's day out there, send them a video. Sing, get the guitar out, sing some happy birthday. We'd love to see those video messages can come through on our WhatsApp line 0716406551, or email those birthday wishes to birthdays@cordova.tv. Now, I think the perfect way to celebrate a birthday, maybe a little solo performance
birthday jingle,
from
like
Roderick McKay. He is going to be putting his own twist, as he does, on an absolute classic, Paradise Road. Sneezing, runny nose, itching of the nose and throat, all symptoms of allergic rhinitis. And with spring officially here, allergic reactions will be on the rise. We've got to prepare for it and we need to be on our best defense. Now, Allergex Non-Drowsy is indicated for the relief of allergic reactions and discomfort. And we're about to chat to Therapeutic Area Lead at Adcock Ingram OTC, Catherine Makumsha, on how Allergex Non-Drowsy may be your best defense this spring. Catherine, a very good morning. How are you?
Good morning. We are doing fine in Gauteng. How's everyone?
We're doing really well. Thankfully, no allergic reactions as yet. But we know that with spring there, it's going to become a problem and we need a solution. And I think that's where we arrive at Allergex Non-Drowsy. Can you just fill us in a bit more about what, first of all, Allergex Non-Drowsy actually is?
All right, so a lot of people are quite familiar with the brand Allergex. In that brand, we have quite a range. Allergex Non-Drowsy being one of them. It comes in tablets and a syrup. It's called non-drowsy because it's a second generation molecule. You know, if I can give you an analogy of a car, for example, you have older models and you have newer model, and a new model is more improved. It's the same with non-drowsy. Non-drowsy has a long-lasting effect, meaning that you can take it one tablet a day. You sort it. Also, it's not going to cause that sleeping effect as well. So you can have it during the day and also be effective.
I know back in the day you had to kind of time it and only take them at night, which is, you know, obviously not ideal. So this really is a big leap forward. What allergies does it specifically help with, and what are some of the symptoms it can assist in relieving?
So, for example, when you started, you said allergic rhinitis. In simpler English, that's a runny nose. So that's some of the symptoms that you see when you experiencing allergic reaction: runny nose, your eyes are itchy, or your nose is itching for that matter. For some people, the nose is blocked. So those are the symptoms that you take such medication for. We also refer to them as antihistamine. Allergex is an antihistamine. Allergex Non-Drowsy falls into that category.
I know you have touched on this, but maybe you can expand on the term itself, non-drowsy. Why is this so important?
Right, so the molecule or active ingredient you find in Allergex Non-Drowsy is called loratadine. It's important for people, if you want to go to work during the day and pollen is out there as we're expecting it to be at its peak around springtime, you know, you need to work. You need your children to be able to go and play outside. So it is important you have something that's not going to make the whole situation worse for you, where you are falling asleep at your job. You want to be able to work. Hence, Allergex Non-Drowsy, it's the solution that you need for that.
Is Allergex Non-Drowsy only for spring allergies, or can it be used the entire year round? Will it still be effective?
Here's the thing about allergies. You cannot say that they're just for spring season. You can experience them throughout the whole year. Keep in mind that your triggers are not just the pollen. There's also triggers that you experience inside your house. You know, your pets, for example, can trigger your allergies. So you need to have your medication at home all the time, and you can use it when you need it.
I've got a son, a 3-year-old, who's quite prone to allergies. He's got a dust mite allergy, but that begs the question, is this safe for the whole family, or is this just for adults?
So we have a syrup. You know that children don't, it's difficult to get them to swallow a tablet. As small as it is for the Allergex Non-Drowsy, but for a kid, you want to give them a syrup. So we have a syrup that can have that. And again, it's that convenient dosage where you can give it to them once a day, and then they're fine.
I love that. And the syrup tastes pretty good as well, because we do use it with my boy. Thank you so much, Catherine. Thanks for all the hard work that you're putting in. Good luck with allergy season as well. I know a busy time for you guys, but well done on a brilliant product that really has been a big step forward. And I know a lot of allergy sufferers out there really thanking you as well.
It's a pleasure. We're happy to bring you a product that will help you through the day, especially now that peak season for allergy is just right the corner. Thank you so much.
Suffering with allergies can make you feel miserable, and if not managed correctly, it can start to affect the way you live your life. It can affect your work. It really can be difficult to deal with, but with the right care and management, allergy symptoms can be kept at bay. And Allergex Non-Drowsy can assist you with allergy relief for the entire day, allowing you to enjoy life allergy-free. Allergex Non-Drowsy syrup, suitable for kids 2 years and older. It's also available.
Free get to be you. Live, work, play, sleep, allergy-free with Allergex Non-Drowsy.
Yeah, you're feeling that vibe, spring this year, of course. And now what better way to welcome the season than with a delicious waterblommetjie salad? Yeah, you heard correctly. Waterblommetjie is also known as Cape pondweed, Cape asparagus, and vleekos. Has been enjoyed for decades due to its availability and ability to thrive, which led to their popularity in South African cuisine today. And now Chef Jay from the Kind Kitchen is well known for his love of all things plant-based and, of course, meat-free. And this recipe is no exception. Chef Jay, I'm so excited, man. I've been tasting the food coming to the Kind Kitchen. It's beautiful stuff.
Awesome, thanks, Ryle.
Ticks all Nature Boys boxes, of course. And
yeah, that's
this
what we hope for.
waterblommetjie stuff, I'm hearing good things about it.
It's crazy, man. I mean, this is a local delicacy that comes out around this time of year. You guys can find this at Food Lovers, Pick and Pay, Checkers. They're springing up everywhere around this time of year. And what's great is that it's seasonal, okay? So what I'm going to ask you to help me with, first off, is we're going to take these potatoes and start getting the pesto in here. So we're making, it's our take on a pesto salad, a potato salad, right? So we're using pesto in the potatoes instead of the mayonnaise that you would normally use in a potato salad. And the mayonnaise we're using on the top today to make something along the lines of like a ranch dressing.
All right. Are you sure you're going to be comfortable leaving me on your own with
I reckon
my
it's
own
fine. You know,
saying,
Nicole's done all the hard work behind the scenes.
All right, so I'm going to grab the bowl and I'm going to mix it up with the pesto, right?
So while you're doing that, I'm just going to talk to the viewers a little bit about the waterblommetjies here. So these ones here have been cooked already, but what you need to look out for is they are quite dirty most of the time because they do grow in a pond, right?
Okay.
So we've got to get them into salt water straight off. So I've got some salt water here and I'm just going to soak them. And you would also need to look out for trimming the ends off, and you'll see a lot of the dirt will start coming out. And the
It's
salt,
almost like cleaning a prawn, basically.
correct,
Like
yeah, the salt
vegetarian
actually
prawn. It's
helps
crazy.
with getting all of that dirt
Okay,
out.
okay, I got you.
So today's salad, we've got some seasonal veggies like our butternuts, some beetroots that we've roasted up. We've got some beautiful herbs here. We've got some chives, we've got some dill, some parsley, and then some fresh leaves. So seasonal leaves like baby spinach, some beetroot leaves, those would go really well with this. And then just top it all off. So when you're making a salad, you want to really build it up right from the base upwards. As you can see here, this final plated dish that Nicole's done for us here. And the ranch dressing brought to us today by Be Well. You know, we've used mayonnaise, we've used a little bit of lemon juice, and all of those herbs that I discussed earlier on.
Beautiful, Chef Jay.
How did you come along there?
So what I noticed is obviously I think I own this. I'm ready to join the
ranks. And it helps if it's warm as well, right?
Yes.
If it's warm, then it absorbs all those flavors.
Okay, I thought it was a little bit easier. What I am noticing is I'm just distracted by the smell. It's so good. I'm getting garlic out of here. It's nice and strong, if I'm correct or not.
A good pesto, yeah, it needs to have that. And a vegan pesto, no cheese, unfortunately, guys. No cheese in a vegan pesto.
Okay, of course, dairy-free. I like it.
Right.
So I've got that done for you, Chef. It smells delicious, of course. I mean, I probably would just eat that on its own, to be very honest with you.
Absolutely, potatoes, man. So it's our take on a potato salad today, being Spring Day. Happy Spring Day.
All right.
It's still cold out there.
Okay, so can I dig in and try some?
Yeah, go for it, please.
It's the morning, we've got it's spring on the way. I need to be the proof in the pudding here.
Get a little bit of garlic in there.
That it tastes good, all right? So we're getting some of the garlic, of course. We've got the waterblommetjie. What do I expect to taste? Because I've actually never had one of these.
So it's kind of like green beans, right? With a touch of lemon, I would think. But it's so strange.
Do I put the whole thing in my mouth?
I would think so.
I'm scared, guys. Sorry. National TV is the first time I had one of these, and I don't want to spit it out. Wow.
How those flavors with the dill and the garlic?
I definitely was just expecting to eat a prawn. To be very honest with you.
Absolutely.
It's nothing like that.
I think this week in the kitchen back in Woodstock, I'm actually going to deep fry these bad boys and try
like a tempura.
Like a tempura.
Oh, now we're talking, yeah. Of course, guys, head over to expressoshow.com. You can find some of this recipe inspiration. I'm joined here with Chef Jay. We're doing some meat-free infusions, of course. I'm using waterblommetjies and got little pieces stuck in my mouth still, and it tastes so good. It's fresh, it's pure, and it's the perfect, I would say, additive to something like this. It's a beautiful salad.
Yeah.
Chef Jay.
Thank you very much.
Beautiful stuff, man.
Thank you, guys.
I'm going to enjoy this. Cheers, guys.
Be well. Love, food, life.
Welcome back. You're live with Expresso. We've been loving our time in the City of Gold this week. Jamie's about to kickstart her day with one of the most well-respected, I think, inspirational trainers out there, Asado. Good morning, Jamie.
Good morning, G. Good morning, team. Good morning, South Africa. Since we are in the City of Gold this week, we thought we'd stop by celebrity personal trainer Asado, also known as Mr. Boom Fitness, to take us through, his lifestyle. I mean, I first met you on social media, where you're encouraging your followers and everyone to go plant-based. Yep. Firstly, let me say thank you for allowing us in your space this morning.
Thank you for having me on the show this morning.
Take me through it. Why was, eating healthy and just adapting that lifestyle so important for you?
So I always said, a lot of people are so excited to go to the gym to train, and I always said training is only 20% of the actual process. 80% is what you're eating and what you're fueling your body with. So it's very important that you're giving yourself the right nutrients in order to achieve the goals that you want to, and sustain that to turn it into a lifestyle that is maintainable but also very healthy.
Plant-based lifestyle for a lot of people, and I can vouch for that. I was very skeptical at first because, when people think plant-based, they think boring, they think no meat, rabbit food, all of that. But you've obviously had a different take to it. What does having a plant-based lifestyle entail?
So the first thing I'd say for anyone that wanted to go plant-based is you need to do the research. People think plant-based is eating salads and rabbit foods, but there's a lot more that goes into it. And you need to still get the right nutrients as well. So when I started, the first thing I did was I sat down, I saw what I needed, I saw what I was missing and what I needed to get so that I didn't lose out on nutrients that my body needed. And from there, slowly learned of plant-based eating, how it can affect you, how it can be used for performance, and kind of the different alternatives that there actually is out there besides just having meat.
What has been some of the benefits that you took from, this lifestyle change? Because it's been only 1 year that you've started this entire journey.
This month is officially a year being plant-based. And I can tell you from a performance perspective, I feel amazing. I feel great. My skin changed. My nails were stronger. My hair was thicker. My mood was better. So I definitely think it was for the better. Mm-hmm. It has been a year of experiences and learning a lot as I go on, because it's still a new journey for me. But I can tell you from beginning, I've loved every single moment, every single journey that it's taken me on, and I'm just learning day by day, which is great.
I love what you mentioned also. It's all about the journey and just about learning new things about this. And it's also, again, all about balance, because you need to find out what works for you. But there are so many myths when it comes to going plant-based, you know what I mean? Let's debunk some of those myths.
Number one, the biggest one that I get from most guys is you're not going to get enough protein. You're going to lose your muscle. You're going to become the skinny guy. And the funny fact is I was eating about over 200 grams of protein. I was eating meat. And when I switched to plant-based, I was, on a good day, getting about 90 grams of protein. And so the number one and the biggest myth that needs to be debunked is you do not need as much protein as you think. And another big thing is, I think, on the vegan journey and the plant-based lifestyle, the purity is completely different. You're getting 100% plant-based protein that's not processed, that's in its natural form, and I think that's why I could afford to eat 90 grams instead of 200 odd grams a day and worry about me losing my muscle. So that's the biggest thing. You don't need as much protein, and the purity of protein is completely different to a processed meat that you'd get on your plate after whatever it's gone through in the processes that are now involved to get that meat onto your plate.
So listen, hopefully this encourages the viewers out there to go plant-based and maybe adapt this healthier lifestyle. Of course, we're going to be spending the morning with you in the City of Gold, where you'll be taking us through a high-intensity workout. We're looking forward to that. So remember, all you need to do is get a comfortable space, and we'll be training with you. Celebrity personal trainer will be joining us. But remember to keep it locked right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Back to you guys in studio.
I like the way she's biding her time before they actually get into the workout this morning, but Asado seems like the most incredible guy, so thank you so much for that. We are obviously celebrating the fact that it's arrived, the moment we've all been waiting for. Mzansi Spring has finally sprung, and we need to get our 100% summer bodies back. For the next few weeks, we're going to be sharing some fresh, some innovative tips that will hopefully motivate you to get into 100% tip-top shape. And I think for me, you've been kind of walking this journey of rehabilitation motivation with me. I know you've gone through your own rehab, but a big motivator for me to get outdoors is to actually use my body in that space. And I miss the running in nature, my trail runs, my hikes. That's been probably the greatest loss through this experience, but that's where you find your happy place. So maybe you want to motivate us. Why are you so motivated to get out there and experience nature, nature boy?
Yeah, 100%, but definitely I would agree. Look, I mean, being outdoors, it's incredible. There are so many outdoor activities that will do wonders for you when it comes to your health, mentally and physically, of course.
Emotionally,
yeah, exactly. So one of the exercises I can definitely recommend is, of course, hiking. It's Nature Boy approved, and there's so many incredible outdoor walks and trails all across our country. And hiking is such a beautiful thing as well, G, because not only are you taking in some of the magic and some of the beauty that's around you, but you're also sneaking in some fitness.
100%.
So the fact that it's low, steady state training, it's slightly low impact, but you're also burning constant fat, which is brilliant. I mean, who does not want to burn some fat? Right?
Completely, man. And there is something freeing about it. I even see it with my boy. The only time I can see him become 100% relaxed and calm and at peace as a 3-year-old is when we're out in nature. And whether it's Newlands Forest or we go and find a nice little trail, and he actually becomes still and calm. And it's the most amazing transformation to watch, but it only happens in nature.
I could not agree with you 100% indeed, G. Like, I literally gain all my sources of energy, my sources of mana, my inspiration is all through nature and the natural world. So every time I'm out in the mountain, not only am I hiking and doing some fitness, but on top of that, I'm also feeding the body, the mind, and the soul with so much energy.
I love the fact that you also kind of, you have something to train for. So you get stronger, so you can hike further, you can be better. Are you ready to go for a hike over this weekend? I hope your answer is going to be the same as this. Are you ready to go for a hike this weekend?
100% yes, G.
So there you have it. Hopefully that's motivated you as much as us. Take a trip outdoors. Each step will take you further along the path to getting back to your summer shape. And don't forget to quench that thirst afterwards with 100% goodness with Clover Crush. It's worth it.
with your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso, here on SABC3. Now, here's the thing, Graham. Humans are creatures of habit. We see this in every aspect of our behavior, from how we eat, how we work, how we think, and how we conduct our lives on almost every level, right?
Completely. But today, we are taking a closer look, at least, at our habits when it comes to money, and most importantly, how we spend it. Now, here to share some insights on how we can begin forming better money habits is Amy Underwood, the senior behavioral economist from Nedbank. Can she work her magic and change our behavior? We hope so. Amy, a very good morning. How are you?
I'm good, and yourself?
Very good,
so
thanks.
good.
Very
Thank
good.
you. Amy, you spend a lot of time working around behavioral studies, but let's talk about habits for a bit here. What are habits and how are they formed?
So habits are essentially our brains trying to make our lives easier for us. So they're taking anything we do on a repeated basis and automating it, which when it's a good habit or a useful habit is great. So when we're learning to drive, in the beginning it's really, really difficult. But as your brain picks up how it works and automates it and makes it a habit, it makes it really, really easy. And that makes our lives really, really easy when those habits are good. The trick to a habit, though, is that it's set up of a structure. So it starts with what's often called a cue or a trigger. So something in the context or environment that tells your brain it's time to put that habit into play. And so you get in the car, it turns on your habit of driving. You look at a book, it turns on your habit of reading. So these contextual triggers or cues are a critical part of a habit. And once that trigger kicks in, then the habit itself just runs. But it is our brain trying to make our lives easy. But when it's a bad habit, that can be a problem.
So let's talk about one of those bad habits when it comes to money. Why is it so difficult to change our money habits?
So there's two aspects to that. So the one is what I was talking about in terms of the structure of the habit itself, which is that it's really there to make our lives easy, and every time we repeat it, it becomes stronger. And as much as 43% of our behavior every day is a habit. And this explains a little bit why at the beginning of the lockdown, people often complained of feeling really tired. And one of the reasons for that is all the triggers were cleared out of your environment, so you couldn't rely on your habits anymore. So suddenly your brain had to pay attention to 100% of your day instead of 57% of your day. And so that gives you a sense of the power of habits, and that's part of what makes them so hard to change. The second thing that makes them hard to change is that we attack them with the wrong artillery. So we try to change habits with willpower, with saying to ourselves, we can do this. And what that does is it's fighting the wrong battle, because we know that habits and the power of your habit has nothing to do with your personality or your values or how good you are. So you're literally bringing the wrong arsenal to the battle by fighting with willpower. And then you create a secondary habit of beating yourself up every time you don't break the habit. And so all of that makes habits really difficult to change, where the trick to changing a money habit or any habit is to focus on the trigger.
What we've seen in recent times, Amy, is that people are prone to have emotional responses during times of heightened uncertainty. And the question then is, as a bank, what have been some of the biggest shift in clients' behavior as a result of COVID-19?
So it's a sort of a strange thing. So obviously it's a very difficult time out there. But what we have seen for people who've maintained their incomes is there's actually been really positive shifts in behavior. People have been able to drop their spending. They've been able to increase their saving. They're switching from relying on short-term debt to using more long-term forms of debt, which are better for them over the long term. So what we've seen is it's quite encouraging in the sense that with the space that COVID-19 has created, people have been able to shift their money habits towards things that they've always said they wanted but struggled to do prior to the crisis.
I mean, there has also been a lot of uncertainty, and you mentioned a critical thing there, those that have been able to maintain their income. And I think at times like this, a lot of people have also been highly motivated by fear, and especially fear for survival. The fight or flight has kicked in a big way. But on the flip side of that, can the current reality be leveraged to shift people's behavior in a positive way? Can we use this to create better triggers, if you will?
Absolutely, and you've hit the nail on the head. So the key thing that COVID-19 has done on the one side is it's cleared out all your existing triggers. And that means you're back to square one, and you can now deliberately choose your habits and create triggers that allow you to do the habits you want to do, because now all the triggers for your bad habits have largely been cleared out. The second thing that you mentioned around fear is also really powerful. So one of the kind of casual terms for it is what we call an amygdala hijack. So any heightened emotion, but especially fear for survival, essentially tells our brain, you need to pay attention now. And what that does is it means it switches off a lot of those habitual habits, because you've told your brain it needs to pay attention, which means it's not safe right now to run the automatic programs. It's not safe to rely on those habits and those repeated behaviors. So what it does is it also helps. So you've cleared out the triggers, you've got the brain's attention, and that allows you to say, what habits do I want? And what triggers can support the habits that I want?
So for people who've already developed those good banking habits and those good money habits, how can they go about maintaining these habits?
So the first thing would be give yourself a huge high five. You must always celebrate your wins, no matter how small. So the second thing is, some people may have found they had good money habits that have also been affected by the clear out of triggers. And if that's the case, it's a question of sitting down and saying, okay, what triggers did I had and how are they helping me? And how do I incorporate them in the new context? But if you've been able to maintain it, it's always helpful to take it to the next level of automation. So if you're good at saving, make it even easier for yourself by setting up an automatic debit order to save for you. The same, if you're good at paying your debts, automate it. If you're good at spending control, you can use something like at Nedbank, we have the Avo app, where you can automate your grocery shopping. So again, you're not constantly having to go into the store and deal with temptation, or if you're hungry, you overspend. So all these little steps that can automate your habits just make them stronger and stronger. So you're basically taking the automation that you've already got in your head and putting it in the external world, which just gives you more power and also frees up space for you to focus on the other parts of your life, where you want to build strong habits. But absolutely always celebrate the wins. Every time you follow through on a good habit, just tell yourself you're awesome and give yourself a big pat on the back.
I love it. I'm giving my amygdala a high five as we speak. I'm saying well done. Amy, that was absolute gold. Thank you so much. Maybe we can talk fitness the next time you come in and look at some better habits there, maybe diet as well. But that was absolutely brilliant. Thank you so much for your insight. That was great.
Absolute pleasure.
That was Amy Underwood. Of course, she works in the space of behavior with Nedbank. And we'd love to hear from you. So please do reach out to us on our Facebook page, Expresso Morning Show, SABC3, and our Twitter pages. Let us know if your money habits have changed for the better or for the worse during lockdown.
We'd love to hear your thoughts, your stories, and also get your advice. We really do value that as well.
So I'm chatting to Umalume Musa here. He's owned a small clothing factory for years now, and he's always inspired me with his success. But like a lot of businesses, this lockdown's hit him hard. So he spoke to his banker, and they've put together a tailor-made relief solution for him to help his business and his people get through this. Making your bank your business partner, that's a habit worth keeping.
That's right. You're still locked in, and we're going to keep that magic on flow. Why? Because it's your feel-good breakfast show. Now, of course, it's spring, and if that wasn't enough reason to celebrate already, then hold on to your seats, because we have an exciting opportunity for you to win big. Yeah, that's right. Now, it is your chance to get rewarded with points and so much more when you buy Tiger brand products and stand a chance to win incredible prizes on Expresso when you sign up to Buy Smart.
Okay, so let's get into the dynamic of exactly what it is. It's a loyalty and rewards platform that those purchasing Tiger Brands products can engage with and really score big, whether it's at home or in-store or even on the move. It's seamless, it's simple, and it all happens in WhatsApp. So you can earn points for qualifying purchases on products like Jungle Oats, Tastic, Koo, Albany, and loads more stuff that we're probably buying on a daily basis.
So
anyway.
Much more indeed. Now, this is how you can so easily easily sign up. But what you're going to do is send the words hi on WhatsApp to 072-897-6278 and then follow the steps. Browse Buy Smart promos and products and then upload your till slip when you have purchased qualifying products and then receive points for your purchase and use those points to unlock rewards like airtime, data and shopping vouchers. Oh, it's quick and it's easy and you can sign up on the go, G.
Yeah. I love that, man. It really does fit our lifestyle. Plus, this month, as a nice added bonus, you stand a chance of winning weekly prizes when you sign up as well. And nice prizes, a queen-size bed, a fridge, washing machine, even a smartphone up for grabs. But you can find all the terms and conditions on expressoshow.com. So sign up today to stand a chance of going into the draw for the first weekly prize next Thursday. Hey, it could be your lucky day.
Get rewarded for your shopping choices with Buy Smart. Send hi on WhatsApp to 072-897-6278 and follow the steps. You will stand a chance of winning incredible prizes weekly on Expresso.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. You're live with Expresso. Thank you so much for keeping it locked. September is, if you didn't know it, National Oral Health Month, and this gives us a chance to take a closer look at our daily dental routine, understanding the importance of practicing and maintaining a healthy mouth, teeth, gums, the whole system, and it really can help us improve our smile inside and out. And don't forget that your confidence and I think your general state of mind really does stem from this. So we are so pleased to have a founder and principal dentist at OptiSmile Advanced Dentistry and Implant Centre in Cape Town, Dr. Clifford Udelman, joining us to answer some of our burning questions this morning. Doc, great to have you here. Thanks so much for joining us. Happy Spring Day and happy National Oral Health Month. These opportunities to cast light on something that is so important to us and should be a part of our daily routine is something that we really don't miss on the show. Let's start with one of the burning questions that certainly come through on our social media platforms. What can we do about sensitive teeth and in particular bleeding gums?
Okay, well, sensitive teeth is very, very common. I often see people complain of sensitive teeth when they've been drinking hot water with lemon in the morning. I know it's supposed to have health benefits, but if you breathe in and all of your teeth are sensitive, then it's a sign that maybe you got too much acid in your diet. Diet cold drinks can cause a lot of sensitivity, or in fact any kind of sparkling water.
Okay.
So yeah, when you're going to drink water, drink still water or tap water is better. If you have sensitivity on a particular tooth and it's not generalized sensitivity, then you should definitely see your dentist
Get it checked
as soon as possible. Some people have sensitivity on biting, so if you get pain on biting, you could have a cracked tooth, or sometimes you just need the bite adjusted. So this whole thing about sensitivity, I wouldn't just let it go. And gum problems, is that what you asked about?
Yeah, for bleeding gums in particular.
So bleeding gums, one of the most common diseases after the common cold is gingivitis and periodontitis. Don't ignore bleeding gums. It means that you need to floss every single day and not just birthdays and anniversaries. So if you have bleeding gums, make sure you brush along the gum line with a nice soft toothbrush and change it often. And see your dentist and oral hygienist every 6 to 12 months, depending on your particular situation. But bleeding gums is not normal. You shouldn't have any bleeding anywhere, particularly from your gums.
Flossing, why is flossing so important?
So flossing gets between the teeth. When you brush your teeth, you only brush the outside and the tongue side and the top. But there's 2 more sides, and that's in between the teeth. And that is where most cavities and gum disease start. If you don't floss between your teeth, at some point you probably will get cavities between your teeth. And if you're not cavity prone, you will get gingivitis and possibly gum disease as well.
You mentioned gingivitis, obviously, and periodontitis. What's the difference?
So gingivitis is reversible. You just have to brush better, get a cleaning, make sure that you're healthy. So if your gums are bleeding, if you're stressed, you're not sleeping well, you don't have a good diet, your gums can go through periods of where they will bleed. Also during pregnancy, you can get bleeding in the gums, but it's reversible. Whereas periodontitis is when the bacteria get below the gum and they start eating away at the bone. Often you can smell someone's breath is really bad when they've got periodontitis, but particularly in smokers, their gums can look firm and pink and healthy. And when we use a periodontal probe, which is like a little dipstick to measure around the gums, in a few places it just sinks in 5, 6, 7 millimeters, and it sounds a bit gross this time of the morning, but pus can come out of your gums. So.
No, but it's stuff that we need to deal with, and it's it can often start out innocuously, but the repercussions can be really, really bad for you. Doctor, thank you so much. Dr. Udelman's going to stick around. We're going to answer more questions. I've got a ton of them relating to our oral health, and hopefully these are ticking some of your boxes as well. We are talking about oral health this morning, being Oral Health Awareness Month.
Yeah. Coming from oral health, we're moving over to health of a different kind, and that's the entire body now. And we've sent in one of our beauties all the way to Joburg to join us, Sado, in what is going to be one killer workout indeed. Let's check it out and see what Jamie's up to with the Sado.
Welcome back to it, everybody. It's time for your Tuesday workout. Listen, it is a chilly morning in Johannesburg, but I think it's time to get that blood pumping and, get into the workout. Of course, we are joined by celebrity personal trainer Asada in the comfort of his own home. Asada, I don't know if I'm ready for this workout.
I promise you won't die, you'll survive, but you're going to get warm, and that's the main thing.
That is the main thing. What do you have planned for us for the workout today?
So today, quick and easy Tabata style training, where you're working for a specific amount of time and you're resting for a specific amount of time. The point of this training is to be fast, efficient, but effective. So you've got 5 exercises, full body in total, and pretty much 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, continuously until you're dead. Quick, short, easy.
You know what? A few weeks ago, I was telling everybody I love high-intensity training. Now I don't know if I'm so wanting to do it anymore, but okay, listen, let's get into it. It's time to get the heart pumped because it is cold. Like I said, it is cold. Okay, what is the first workout?
First exercise called a jump squat. So you're going to come down.
My favorite.
Jump up, come down, explode up.
Okay.
Okay, so it's all we're doing is activating the glutes as we come down, and we're exploding up with our hands. Cool.
Ooh.
We're going to go for 20 seconds.
I hope you're doing this at home. Let's work, everybody. Woo.
When it burns, then you're working. Nice. Easy. Jamie, this looks easy for you.
Well, listen, I'm not going to complain.
Nice.
But it's good. Getting that heart rate pumping.
We've got 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Cool. Rest 10 seconds. Get your breath back. Exercise number 2. On the floor, surrender. So all you're going to do from here, on our elbows, up, down, Great shoulder exercise. Good for the triceps, good for the core. I'm out of breath.
Okay, ready?
Let's go. 3, 2, 1, and go.
Ooh.
Nice.
I can totally see how everything. Guys, I'm okay.
Nice and warm now. Now, so we've got 10 more seconds. Just remember, keep the core tight. Don't drop that back. And keep the bum nice and straight. Almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome.
That's good.
10 seconds rest again. Exercise number 3. On all fours, all we're doing is we're pumping the legs through. Mountain climbers. Great exercise for the core. Good cardio exercise too.
I'm trying to take focus back again, but how many times a week would you recommend doing high-intensity training?
High-intensity training, if you do 3 times a week, it's perfect.
Okay.
You can combine that with resistance training. Great bunch of work in the week, but also you're training for functionality and not just looking good. Okay.
You see what I did there? I totally let you speak for longer than 10 seconds. Let's get into that mountain climbers.
2, 1, and go. 20 seconds, pumping those legs through.
Whew.
Nice. Great thing is you just control your breathing. In and out, keep going. Nice.
Breathe.
Jamie's a pro.
All that hard work is paying off, remember. It's the first day of spring, and summer bodies are made in winter and spring, okay?
We got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest 10, how are you feeling?
Feeling good. The heart is definitely pumping.
Awesome.
The blood is flowing now, and it looks like it's not a cold anymore.
Exactly, now we're nice and warm. Exercise number 4, called kick through. So once again, on all fours, all we're gonna do, we're gonna balance, kick our right leg through, and swap. Once again, great core exercise. Shoulders are working, you're breathing. Great cardio exercise. Keep going. We've got 20 seconds of this, and then we're almost done. And that'll be 1 round. Nice. Keep going. You're almost there, JV. You're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice.
Okay. Listen, that was only 1 round. Repeat that for how many times?
5 times. Short 30-minute workout. Done for the day. You feel amazing. Your heart's pumping. Blood is flowing in the body. But also you're getting fitter. Fitter, stronger, faster. And you're just becoming more functional.
That was your Tuesday workout. You let us know at home how you found that workout. Definitely getting the heart pumping for our Tuesday workout. But in a little bit later, we'll be returning for a high-protein, low-calorie vegan smoothie. It's going to be yum. We're still hanging out with personal trainer Asado. But back to you guys in studio.
You only have one skin. Nourish it and wear it bravely. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back as we continue our discussion about oral health being National Oral Health Month. And Dr. Udelman will continue the conversation now answering. I know we've covered a plethora of topics in a very short amount of time, but thank you so much for your insights this morning. I'm going to start with one that I think maybe a lot of people want to know more about teeth whitening. Let's start with the teeth whitening process itself. How long does it or should it last? How long will your teeth stay white after a process? Is it permanent or does it kind of wear off?
So firstly, I think we should talk about professional teeth whitening that's done at a dentist. In South Africa, unless you go to a dentist, you cannot get the proper teeth whitening that has hydrogen peroxide in it. So if you go to a beauty salon or somewhere where they use aloe or something that will make your teeth look white, within a few days your teeth may go back to their previous color. And then there's teeth whitening toothpaste, which are okay for removing stains, but professional teeth whitening involves putting peroxide on your teeth and protecting the gums so that the gums are not burnt in that process. Whenever you do teeth whitening, you should always have take-home trays, and then every few weeks you will carry on with the teeth whitening, and then eventually just once a month you touch up, and it will last you for the rest of your life if it's done properly.
Okay.
But if you just do an in-chair and you don't do any touch-ups at home, it will slowly go back to not as yellow or as brown as it was before, but
there
will
will
go
be
back.
degradation.
Yes.
So, the watchword here: just invest properly at the beginning and do it properly. So, are you saying that tooth whitening toothpastes pretty much don't work?
Well, in other countries you may get toothpaste with a little bit of peroxide in it, and they will actually maybe whiten the teeth slightly, but most of those, like toothpaste, are for removing coffee and tea stains on the surface of the teeth, but to whiten the teeth from the inside, you do need professional teeth whitening.
And also you want to handle that process with care, I would imagine, as well. How often should someone be seeing their dentist?
So it depends on the actual person. So most people should be getting a professional cleaning every 6 months and seeing the dentist once a year. There are patients that I see that have fantastic teeth, and I say, you come back in 12 months for a cleaning and we only need to see you in 24 months. And there's other people, they come in every 6 months and there's always problems. Those people usually are drinking very, fizzy drinks with lots of sugar and acid, and they're not flossing, not brushing, and they've got the bacteria in their mouth that have caused cavities before, and now they get a lot more cavities. And the same with gum disease. If people don't get on top of it, it gets worse and worse.
I know there's obviously, yes, some genetic predisposition, but I'm picking up that so much of this it really is in our hands. This is something that you can be in control of, and it falls down to a daily routine. What advice do you have, based on your many years of experience in your dentistry, what advice do you want to leave with us?
So I think for anybody, whether your teeth are great or you think they're great or you've got really bad teeth, you should always start with a very thorough exam. Find a dentist that you trust, ask your friends, read reviews, go online, do your research, and when you see that dentist, make sure that they spend, like for us, for a new patient exam, we spend an hour, and I do a no-charge video consultation before patients come in to answer questions.
Wow.
That can be as long as half an hour before. So before we even look in your mouth, you could have already, had, at least almost an hour of examination,
wow.
Consultation.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your time, which I know is very valuable. If you'd like to find Dr. Udelman, just go and Google the best dentist in Cape Town. I have a feeling his name will pop up. Thank you so much for taking this time out and for proudly supporting your industry as well during National Oral Health Month. Just a few tips on how we can take better care of our own oral health, something that's going to put you in good stead for the rest of your life. So make those adjustments now.
Massive thank you to G and the doc there, of course, getting our smiles up and running and getting us sorted for spring, of course. And while we do, we're going to use our teeth with something special where Jamie and Asado are going to be cooking up something in the kitchen with a little bit of a meat-free twist. So let's check it out and see what's cooking.
We are honestly still trying to catch our breath after that intense Tuesday workout. But the best part of working out for me is the after effects. It's now nutrition and nourishing your body. So you spoke about it earlier, and it's 80% about putting in the work, 80% all about food, and 20% is about working out. We've ticked the working out. Now it's time to, just refresh our body. Take us through what you have planned for our smoothie today.
Awesome. So this is quick and easy. If you're a busy guy, busy girl, you don't have time to make actual food, because I always suggest eating whole foods first and then adding supplementation according to how your schedule looks. So this is quick and easy vegan protein shake. All we got here is 1 serving of the vegan protein going straight into the shaker. 100% plant-based vegan protein, very good. 23 grams of protein per serving, only 110 calories. So really good for the body, also very low calorie. Finally,
and you need a good protein after such a workout, because obviously your muscles is tearing during the workout. So of course to repair that muscle.
So protein is the muscle building It has muscle building benefits, and it only repairs anything to do with working out and any muscle breakdown within the body. So we got the protein shake, quick and easy almond milk, very easy, in just like that, just enough so that you can shake it together.
Shake it up.
Shake it up, shake it up. And then we got peanut butter. 1 scoop of peanut butter going straight in. I highly recommend you don't use your fingers like me.
This is what not to do, okay?
This is what not to do. Always lick your finger after.
Also what not to do. Okay, maybe you could do that. And then also say that you have a fresh element. Of course, if you did have a blender, this would be perfect.
You can use some berries in there just to give you more antioxidants for the body. Really good just to release all the toxins that's still left in the body. Okay. From there, all we take it, make sure the lid's on properly, and shake it up.
And that's another arm workout.
4 arms getting in there. From there, open it up. It's quick and easy, straight down the body in literally 5 minutes.
Ticking all the convenience box. I like this. I like that it's quick, it's on the go. You literally can do it anywhere. Now, obviously, a lot of people want to know where they can get hold of you to get this this plant-based diet and lifestyle. Maybe swallow your almond milk first. Where can they get hold of you?
So I do everything online now, purely because of the COVID cases and the pandemic. I've gone online, so Instagram at asado_b. My website is www.boomfitnesskoza. All my stuff is there, my online training, my classes, and I'm a PT at the Gold's Gym South Africa, which is in Sandton. That's just opened, first one in Southern Africa, if I'm not mistaken. So slowly I'll start taking on clients as the world opens up again. But for now, I'm online, I'm here to help. If you need advice, and if you want to work with me, hit me up and we can get you that summer body.
Thank you so much. Just before we head out of here and go back to studio, maybe final tips for people that want to change their lifestyle. Like I said, it is the first day of spring. People's now realizing, oh my word, I need to work on my summer body.
Exactly.
What are some tips and advice that you can recommend for people wanting to start this journey?
The biggest thing I say for anyone right now is, firstly, just start moving. Get moving, get active. When you start moving, you just feel healthier, stronger. And from there, all you need to worry about is finding something that's going to work for your schedule. It doesn't help if you're eating 6 meals a day and you can't get them in because your work schedule is just too hectic. Find what works for you, learn what works for your body. And at the end of the day, don't neglect and take all the foods that you enjoy out completely. I always say follow an approach where it's 80% clean, 20% not so clean. So you can still have the food you enjoy in moderation and find that balance. And that's the only way you're going to create a sustainable lifestyle and continuously stay consistent on the journey, because it's not a quick fix. It's a long-term goal. And once you turn into the lifestyle, you see how much easier it is and how much more of the nicer foods you can have and still enjoy the journey.
Aside of Mr. Boom Fitness, thank you so much for welcoming to your beautiful home, also to your beautiful city. Johannesburg, it has been amazing. Still a very cold morning. I think I'm going to complete my workout. But again, it's all about the lifestyle changes that you make, and be conscious about what you're putting into your body. That is your Tuesday workout. Back to you guys in studio.
Welcome back. You're live with Expresso. Thank you so much for tuning in. I know we're kind of belaboring the point, but September is here, which means spring is here. It's going to make our days a lot warmer. Hopefully, it hasn't kicked in just yet. But we must admit, there is nothing better than sitting around the fire on those cold winter nights and looking back at some precious moments with loved ones, which is why Out of the Box Productions, latest productions, is a no-brainer and really has grabbed our attention. Robin Peters now joins us to tell us a little bit more about Campfire Classics, which sounds amazing. And it's already conjuring kind of nostalgic feelings in me. Really clever idea. So first of all, great to see you being able to find innovative ways of pushing back at the COVID-19 kind of reality that's been thrust upon us. What is the core idea of Campfire Classics? Because it really does conjure an image in your head.
Yeah. So first of all, I'm so excited to be here this morning. It's been
we love having you here, buddy.
So basically, it's about we're reminiscing on old songs, on our songs that we remember from yesteryear. And just sitting at the fire, and I mean, there's Jared Ricketts, there's Anton Wiener Prince, there's Lunga Singama.
Our favorites.
So it's going to be amazing. I can't wait. And especially, you know what I find about the online shows? It's you guys can just chill as a family. I mean, it's one ticket price, 75 rand, and the whole family can watch it. So I love online shows. In fact, I've been doing more online shows in this time than I've ever done before in my entire life, because we're so forced to come up with initiatives, and this is one of them, so I'm very excited.
One thing I love about what drives you is that you're very much motivated by helping your industry and other artists. How tough has this been?
This has been the worst. This has been the worst. I mean, it's 5 months without working, so to get people to buy a ticket is one thing, but to get people to buy an online ticket is another. So it's a different challenge, but we have to push ourselves, and we have to look forward, and we have to just do what we have to do.
And people are grasping it, and now they are understanding the benefits of it. Of course, there is a deeper motivation. Probably the most important conversation in South Africa at the moment relates to gender-based violence, and you are supporting a wonderful initiative with some of the proceeds. Tell me more about that.
Yes, so we're going to donate some of the proceeds to one of the gender-based violence campaigns. So I'm very, very happy about that, because I'm very vocal. I speak out about it. I always encourage people to help. So I'm very, very happy that we're going to be doing that.
Oh, just for 75 Rand a ticket, it is a no-brainer. Campfire Classics online concert. We really do recommend you get into it, but let's get a little taste of one of those Campfire Classics right now. It's Impossible Dream by Luther Vandross. The stage is yours.
To find the unbeatable fall, to bear with unbearable sorrows, and to run where the brave dare not go. Chased from afar, to try when your arms are too weary, and to reach the unreachable star. This is my quest to follow that star. Ooh.
Absolutely, Robin. And a stellar cast in Campfire Classics. Get your tickets now on Quicket, just 75 Rand. But just a little taste of that. It is so worth it, Robin. We love you, man. So good to have you back in studio.
It's so good to be back, guys.
We'll see you in just a sec.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
This is your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso on SABC3. Thank you very much for tuning in at the start of a brand new day. Now, let's talk about social media. It is everywhere, from Facebook to Instagram, Twitter to TikTok and beyond. We've reached an age where communication through digital platforms is the norm. And getting likes on your photos, your posts, or your comments online creates an unrealistic measure of self-worth. But could this constant search for validation trigger negative thoughts about body image? Now, we're joined this morning by a powerhouse group of women, Oyama Buota, Davina May Gordon, and Zuleika Patel, to discuss the impact of social media on body image and self-confidence in this week's Ingram's Skin session. A very good morning to all of you ladies. Thank you very much for taking the time to join us. How are you?
Hey, we good.
It's so exciting having you guys here on the show because you are constantly in the public eye. But I'm pretty sure that you've experienced the bad, but also the good sides of social media. Has social media caused any insecurities and affected your self-confidence at all?
I think the immediate answer to that is always a yes, because, I mean, as humans, we're definitely prone to always trying to look at what the other person is doing. But personally, I think the fact that I've done the self-work and I know who I am and I know that my journey is my own, even during my self-love journey, or whether it's because of my career or where I'm at just in general, I definitely feel like the insecurities that come with other people are definitely things that I've worked on and I do not relate to anymore. Rather, you focus on the positives and you look at what positives can you take from people and how can people inspire you instead of intimidate you. Yeah.
Zuleika, is it a yes for you as well?
Yeah, definitely. It's a yes for me. And my main thing with it is with social media in particular, especially with how women of color and Black women are expected to be seen on social media. There's a particular image in which they want us and expect us to portray. Like, for example, on social media, to get love as a Black woman, your skin always has to be oiled and shiny. You have to have a particular body. You have to have perky breasts, small waist, and wider hips. And if you're not that, then you're not loved on social media. And people have quite a lot to say about you. But I think for me, what's really like assisted in carrying me out through my social media is that I have had to practice self-love and understand that it's something that I have to work on constantly every single day.
Davina, let's head over to you.
Yes, definitely. I mean, it's still something that I'm dealing with today. You know, I've always had insecurities because I'm an entertainer as well. And those insecurities stem from whether it's the way I look or the way I play, the violin, and how people perceive that type of playing and why I've chosen the type of genre that I'm in right now. That basically stems from my experience in the classical world, a world where you have to follow rules. Your peers are constantly judging your playing and how you are in that space. So because of that, my mission was to always just spread joy in my music and change people's perception about classical instruments. So I've had to change my own mindset and focus on that rather than what my peers might think of me.
Yeah, and that's some very, very valid points that you are bringing about. And perhaps we can go back to you, Oyama, and talk about how you go about preventing social media from affecting your self-esteem, what you think of yourself, how you see yourself. What is that constant practice that you are undergoing every day to remind yourself of who you are and what you mean to yourself?
I think the reminding yourself of who you are is definitely like imperative, because when you go on social media, for example, the first thing you see is how anyone else is living their life, what they think about themselves. But when you go offline, it's you and your thoughts. So what do you think about yourself when you're not online? I think working on yourself, but on an offline basis, is the key here, because once you get online, it's a case of I know myself, I know who I am, I know my worth. What I'm seeing and consuming does not affect me in that sense. So it's working mentally with yourself and doing the inner work in terms of self-love and self-worth. But more so, I always say that there is a mute option. If your friends, your family is triggering you on social media, mute them and keep it moving, or block or unfollow. You don't have to just consume things for the sake that they're there.
Blocka. Does that mean blocka? Do you know that?
The power of that button. The power of that button.
Truly. And for you, Zuleika?
I think it's exactly the same as what Oyama said. She worded it quite perfectly. The power in the block button. If it triggers you and it doesn't speak to you, then you have the power to like shut it down, just block. And also for me, really, I follow what speaks to me. The power of filtering what will show up on your feed, what will show up and pop up on your Instagram is really following the right people that speak to me, people that are in line with what I think and how I see things. So the power of the block button should not be underestimated. And also following people that really speak to who you actually are.
Absolutely. I want to stick with you for the next question, because I want you to talk to our young people out there. I mean, given the importance that is placed on social media these days, what would be your message to the youth of today about being brave in your own skin, especially when it comes to social media?
My message would be that social media is a very powerful tool that connects all of us. And if you know how to use that tool and you understand the power in it, then you can literally change the world.
I think back to how insecure I was as a teenager. You know, when you feel like everything on your face is, and your body is like pronounced and can be seen from outer space, you know, that was really tough. Just being at school amongst people your own age. I mean, I can't imagine what that must be like for the generation that has social media thrown at them. If you don't have an alternative force of influence outside of that, it can be very damaging and toxic. That support group will help you focus on what's important and what's real.
You have all mentioned such important things when it comes to social media and how we should be able to carry ourselves on such platforms, which exposes us to a lot of information and a lot of content that is just thrown at you in your face. And you've mentioned, the importance of mental health more than anything. And one way of mental health, of taking care of your mental, is by having this self-care kind of day, you know what I mean? Taking care of yourself, skincare routines, whatever the situation may be. So for you, what is your body positive skincare routine?
Okay, personally, for me, it has to be this baby right here. It's the pure tissue oil. I know it's new because I've never seen it before, and I've been using it for the past month, and it's been absolutely amazing. So what I do is I absolutely love bath time. I scrub my body and then just a couple of drops, like one drop goes a long way. A couple of drops, and then gather it all over my body, get into the warm water. After I come out, my skin feels absolutely amazing. There's just something about this. Like, it's literally the holy grail to moisturizing your skin.
I love it.
Wonderful. Zuleika, what about you?
For me, really, it has to be the old school Ingram's green tub, because I've had issues with eczema since the beginning of time. And so really good, deep moisture onto my skin. Really, I love it when my skin is moisturized. And definitely the new tissue oil. We love glowy skin.
Davina, finally you.
I don't know about you guys, but I've had my fair share of pajama days in lockdown, and I can never really get started. I can never get the day started before I've washed my face and I've moisturized, and I found that the Ingram's tissue oil lotion has really done wonders for my skin, especially because I moved from Cape Town to Joburg 5 years ago, and those Joburg winters are just brutal on your skin. It's super brutal. Like, you have no idea. Your skin feels like sandpaper. It's just the worst. So this has really actually done wonders for my skin. So that's my go-to at the moment.
You must come back home when not Davina. The weather is beautiful.
Well, I'd like the sun to be up at 7 a.m. Thank you very much.
Ladies, listen, thank you so much for joining us this morning and for giving us your opinions and your much valued opinions in the world of social media and how it impacts all of us every single day. We really do appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you so much for having us.
So often we rely on social media to define ourselves, but in the words of the phenomenal Maya Angelou, you alone are enough. You have nothing to prove to anybody. Now, if you want to be part of the conversation, make sure to set a reminder for 5 p.m. on SABC3 to watch Afternoon Express this Thursday for another Ingram Skin session where Palisa Tembe will be delving into how social media affects our self-confidence in greater depth with our powerhouse group of women.
You only have one skin. Nourish it and wear it bravely.
Be comfortable in the skin you're in. Awesome chat. Thank you so much, ladies. Now let's throw it forward. Time to get excited. Coming up tonight at 7:30, the next episode of our brilliant new offering on SABC3, The Insider SA. It's been amazing so far. It really has been a game changer for me. If you haven't checked out the website, go and do that. theinsider.sa.co.za, because every week they have these beautiful articles posted on each of the stories. So if you want more background information, delve a little deeper, more inspiration, you can get all of that beautiful background on the show, as well as some awesome prizes and special offers. Almost every segment has with it a prize or a special offer or some kind of voucher.
100%.
Really awesome, man.
Yeah, that's so true. Gina, last week on the show, of course, we were talking about the theme, which was tradition. And one of the things that we featured was a story which was featuring the Miso Ceramics. And they were, of course, giving away a beautiful conical vase valued at 6,200 Rand. And that's this beautiful specimen in front of us.
Beautiful.
And yeah, we had the vase in the studio with us this morning, and we have an incredible chance. Obviously, G, we were chatting about this last week, and we were giving it away, and that moment has arrived, and we are about to announce that winner.
Drum roll, please. A massive congratulations to Lelaka Letabo. Congratulations. And she had this to say in her post. She said that piece would add beautifully to the look and feel of my new kitchen. Well, it is going to add to the look and feel of your new kitchen. It's on its way to you. It's a beautiful statement piece. I think it's going to liven up any space. But congratulations, Latabo. Hopefully you feel really lucky, because you are, because this is an amazing prize. So well
I
done.
can just see all the guests coming into a kitchen. It's like, have you seen my new vase, baby girls? Now, of course, guys, this week, the Insider Essay is going to explore the power of women. And now we're going to be featuring the inspiring story of Amanda Dambuza, who went from call center agent to CEO. Plus, they meet a former shipping container saleswoman who started her own company, converting them into homes. Gee,
love
so
that,
much
man.
magic on the show, yeah.
Innovation. So you can catch tonight's episode of the Insider SA at 7:30 on SABC3, and then if you miss out, of course, it airs again on Saturday at 8 p.m.
Yeah, and remember, of course, to keep updated on their website, that's the insidersa.co.za for more info on all the stories, competitions, and special deals featured on the show.
Tonight at 7:30 on SABC3, the Insider SA celebrates strong and enterprising women. We visit the beautiful home of an award-winning CEO who shares her perspective on job creation. See how a top designer modeled her own creations during lockdown, and learn how an entrepreneur converts shipping containers into homes and offices. That's the Insider SA. Tonight at 7:30. Repeat Saturday nights at 8, only on SABC3.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
You're still locked in, and if you didn't know, it's officially spring. Now, of course, it's the perfect time to relook your beauty regime. And yes, I'm talking about a skincare switch up, and it's perfect for spring. Now, finding that perfect moisturizer, the SPF, and of course, the natural glow to go with it all. Our resident fashion and beauty editor, Nox Mafu's here to help us say and wave goodbye to the winter blues. And of course, spring is being welcomed with open arms.
Happy, things are brighter. It's amazing.
Yeah, so what's happening this morning when it comes to skincare? Update me on the collection. What are we doing? What are we looking for when it comes to spring?
So, Raul, I think the most important thing when it comes to skincare and spring is to make sure that that SPF is all the way up, right? You want to make sure that the skin is protected. You're someone who spends a lot of time outside, so you know you know what SPF is.
In the mountains, in the ocean, I know that a lot of us are going to be venturing outside more, so SPF protection is obviously essential. So yes,
so in your products, you're looking for SPF, definitely more lightweight, because a lightweight moisturizer, obviously we're spending a lot more time outside, our skin is going to sweat, so you don't want a heavy cleanser on you or moisturizer. And serums are great to really just moisturize the skin. It's a potent kind of hit of nutrients. So at the end of the day, you really want to focus on your serums, but also masks are great. So I think those are the main things: is up the SPF, lightweight moisturizer, and serum.
I like that. So when it comes to looking out for these products, are there certain like actual ingredients that we maybe need to look out for and be more aware of?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there are a few products actually that have some of this stuff. So I think if we're talking about real SPF 50 and we're looking for something that's going to protect the skin, I love this product because it really has a high vitamin complex over here. You really have the greatest ingredients, and this you can put on just after you've washed your face and you've toned it, and now you put this on before you put on your makeup, or if you're going to put on any extra moisture, I'd suggest that you try something like this.
You mentioned that it's not like too heavy or thick, so I'm not going to sweat too much.
Let's actually give that a go. So if you just take a little bit here, it's like literally a small amount here. It smells divine. I mean, you can't smell it from here. Let's maybe give you your own sample.
I got to ask because I see a SPF 50 here, which is high enough for me to spend a good morning in the mountains. So that's brilliant.
It's really great. It's a lightweight, definitely solution. I love the way that, thank you. I love the way that it goes quite easily into the hands, and you're quite moisturized. I mean, if we even just look at our hands, they're quite radiant at the moment.
It's already glowing. If I could show you guys a close-up, I don't know if you can see this, but if you look at my hand, my fingers are always exposed in the sun, so they're always so dark, and they would have been ashy, but I think the moisturizers come through here, so it looks quite good actually. I might cause this to be a daily routine.
Yeah, I think this is a perfect thing to add, Ralph. For someone like you, it's from the Protect range, and then of course if you want like just during the day something to brighten up the skin, also a high SPF 20 here. We've got SPF 20. This has got a big vitamin complex, and this is from the Radiance range. And this is great for brightening the skin, but you're also protecting it at the same time. So if you want something that's going to keep you hydrated but also give you that extra glow, this is a really good product to try.
Getting me runway ready. Ready for my glow.
And then that serum, you know I'm all about a serum.
Yes, now this is something I have no clue what you're even talking about. Like, what is a serum even?
So a serum really is just a potent kind of solution for skincare. So it really focuses on like problem areas, so you'll probably get an eye serum. You also get something for your face. So this one actually is specifically a recovery facial oil in the evening, right? So you find that you'll probably put them in the evening just because it's got a high potent level of vitamins, and you don't want to have it kind of be worn away by the sun or anything. So it's
let it sink in overnight.
Exactly. So this is really great. I love it. It's from the Treat range with the vitamin complex and evening prime oil, which is wonderful for the skin. So just literally dab a little bit. You can just open it quite easily, and you just dab literally one drop there, and then you just integrate that into your skin. I'm just going to close this, and then really just look at that glow.
I'm seeing that. I'm learning all these secrets now. I see what's going on here. I think after I'm done with the session with you, I'm going to have one up on tubs for sure. I'm coming for him.
That's the plan. This is why we did this, well.
So Knox, obviously all these incredible products you're putting on your skin, but I'm from a perspective where I believe that putting things into your body can also assist in terms of that glow. Do you have any recommendations when it comes to that what we put in to allow for the external to kind of show that same result?
Yeah, I mean, Raul, you hit it on the nail. It's definitely about what you put in. So uptake in water is so important because we need to flush out the toxins that we have in our body. We're a lot more active now. We're integrating into the world a lot more. So definitely uptake on the water. Healthy fruits and vegetables really just help the skin. With any antioxidants that you need to flush out, exercise is fundamental, just to flush all of that out. And it sounds like, you know, a dietitian's kind of rules and a doctor, but what happens inside will reflect outside. So all of this can only really work once you've done the work inside. So really, and exfoliation. I love that taking off that dirt on the skin can really help just bring out the best skin in itself, and you feel amazing. And with these products, you see it.
Impressed. A holistic approach to looking after the skin, not only on top but also inside. Now, of course, nourish your skin with a 24-hour or 24/7 with this exclusive offer from Woolies. Now, the W Rewards members get 20% off on day and night creams, plus an extra 5% off when you play with your Woolies card. Now, remember, this offer is valid until the 6th of September 2020, and you can shop these at Woolworths in-store, online, or check it out on the app.
Time now to quickly squeeze in some fun with Davina May Gordon. We're going to play Noot for Noot a la Davina. She's going to have a little fun with Kat and Kutle.
You are still hanging out with us here on your Feel Good Breakfast show, and we've got Davina May Gordon, of course, acclaimed violinist, if you will, certainly one of our favorites, who joins us after our conversation. And we're going to play a little bit of a game. We're calling it Noot for Noot a la Davina. What she's going to do is she's going to play 4 songs. Myself and Kutle have not heard these songs before, and we need to try and guess what these songs are. Is that how we're going to do it, Davina?
Yes.
Okay, so each of us have a sound, and mine will be shaka, and that's to nominate that I know what the song is. And Kutle?
That's my
very
sound.
similar though.
Yeah, right, exactly. So you need to find out a
he
sound.
starts off with the shaka, and I'm shaka.
Hers just a okay. If at any point there's a dispute over who made their sound first, Davina, you will be the judge, okay? Play song number 1. What do you think? I was like, a long time ago. So wait, a new rule was introduced. Apparently you've got to play at least 15 seconds before we make our sound. So Kutle made her sound, okay?
Weekend special by my You don't come around. Thank you.
Okay, all right, okay, cool.
You got it right.
So we have to wait for 15 seconds before we make our sound. Okay,
Yes.
here you go. Thanks for introducing that rule, Kutle. Cool. I think that was a pretty easy one. Do I get to answer that one?
No, you get to answer that one.
That's
Shem.
Pharrell Williams, Happy, right?
Indeed it is. Well done.
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding.
Okay, 1 point apiece. We are now into song number 3. It's fine.
Ed Sheeran, Colors of You.
Okay, I take it away. It is Ed Sheeran, Shape of You.
Yeah.
It's Shape.
You guys took a while to get it, eh?
I feel like Kushe deserves a minus point there for Colors of You. Because Colors of You is a Boys to Men song.
Okay, I have one more chance, okay? I have one more chance. Everybody, this one is by Alicia Keys. We're talking about, what's the name of the song? Wait, let me think about it.
No.
Some people want it all.
Okay,
If I got you.
You've already said what your answer is. You can't take it back.
Aww.
I'll give it to you. It's fine.
Okay.
So what's the name of the song?
Who's
If I got you. Is it Alicia Keys? If I got you.
Yay!
Can I just say, Davina, you might not have heard this because you were still playing, but initially, Kutle said that the name of the song is Some People Live for the Fortune, Some Live for the Fame.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. And also Yes.
It's easy to make that. It's in the chorus or something.
Exactly. And she's the judge, Kat.
All right.
She couldn't hear me, and God granted me a second chance to redeem myself, and I took that with both hands, and I got the point.
Your word is final. We take it. I heard you have another surprise song for us.
Yes, and it's obviously not a guessing one, but just one that you guys could jam and dance to.
All right, go for it, Davina.
Yabo, 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 yabo.
I win, never mind. You know that dance? Yeah?
Yes.
How does it go? 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah! Come on. Yes. Yo! Davina on that Jerusalem. Master KG. Juanito Mus. Number. Listen, Davina, you're absolutely amazing. Thank you very much for the great entertainment. Have yourself a wonderful day, and we'll be right back. Stay tuned to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Bye, Davina.
Bye, guys.
Just move it. Davina, an absolute genius. I love seeing such talented, amazing musicians perform. And speaking of which, we've got Michael Wilson Trollop on the keys at about 8:15 on Facebook Live. There is the Wunderkind himself. He's going to be performing something just for you. Can't Have You and In My Blood, a medley by Shawn Mendes, which I'm sure he will really do justice with on the keys. But what a great show, man. Thanks so much,
Good
man.
show, man. The first day of spring, it has sprung officially. Of course, guys, so we will see you once again first thing in the morning, but don't forget to join us in on that live where it's going to be so much more magic. But tomorrow, I believe we've got a time change of 6
from
o'clock.
6 until 8 in the morning. We're going to be making way to help our matrics get back on track. So we're certainly wishing all of our students well as they hit the books after this. But hopefully you are feeling enthused by the start of a new season. It might not be there yet, a little bit chilly, but so much to feel positive about. So stay safe, keep protecting each other out there, keep those masks on, keep social distancing, and keep caring for each other. And we'll see you live on Facebook in about 15 minutes or so. Michael, you've got an amazing performance. We love you. Never forget it. We'll see you now. Adios.
Expresso Show, made with love by Clover. Another feel-good production.